Hello everyone. Today we're going to see how we develop a simple AR game with like a player with two button controls to hit a small wall. Okay. So in this we first want to see how we deploy the Android with the AR core things. So for this we have to simply go into Windows Package Manager. And as you can see, I have already installed, but you have to go in this package Unity registry, search for AR, and you'll see this AR Google AR Core XR plugin. Now, if you're using Apple, you can use ARKit XR plugin, but if you're using Android, I'm using Android, so I'm using Google AR Core. You have to install it. I have already installed it, so it's showing this. Now, secondly, you have to install AR Foundation. Apart from this, if you search for XR, you have to install this XR plugin management along with it. Now, I'm not using anything else. That's why I have downloaded everything. Yeah. Now, when you download it, you have to refresh the Unity software. So close it and open it again. Now, when we come here to our main screen, we already have a main camera directional light present here. But now we'll move it on and onto the scene which we are going to create. Now we'll go to edit the project settings. Now, as you can see in the project settings, we'll go to player first. In the player, you can name your product name. I'll name it as ball game, maybe a default company, anything. Now, you have to see that the icon is Android as you are using an Android phone. Then, then, one second. Yes. Now here, when you go down the player, you'll see this active input handling. You have to set to both if you have not set it. And moving with this, you now have to go in XR plugin management. And now I'm using Android, so I will select Google AR Core. If you are using some another, you can select that. Now you can go to project validation and you can see if any issue or any checks are there. If I had one issue which said that AR Core requires minimum targeted Android 7. So you can simply fix it from here also. I fixed it already. Now, now to for showing you how to fix it, when you go to your graphics APIs, delete the husband and yeah, minimum API level set it to something. Yes, rest is same. Now you can go to project validation and see if everything is checked. Right, everything is checked. So on close this. Now in the main screen, firstly, here's a camera. You have to delete your main camera. Then right click in the hierarchy panel, you'll see this XR and you will see all these modes. So moving in the XR, you this XR origin, then again this AR session. And you see this XR origin, it has a camera offset and a main camera attached to it. I have nothing, so it's showing nothing. XR origin, just add a component called AR Plane Manager. Now you can see this plain prefab. We have to add in that. Right click in the hierarchy XR. You can see your AR default plane. So for this, we create an asset here. And then in the AR origin, basically. Now in the AR default plane, you can see data has been created. So moving to the scene, which we have. Yes. Delete it from here. It's AR default. Yep. Now it has now in the XR origin, you will have to add this another thing, which is AR Raycast Manager. Yes, it is added. this recast prefab cannot be none, so we have to create a prefab that will be spawned. So here in this. Now, before moving on further, we would save our scene. I would save my scene as maybe a AR. I have already saved, so AR ball. Yes. Yep. Now, before moving further, I would do some settings, check some settings. Yes. Now, go in your file, build settings, check it if your build setting is set to Android. If it's not, so you'll be able to see the switch platform here. So you have to switch it off. Plus, here I have already enabled my device, but you can add your device by simply going into developer settings for your Android device and changing the USB settings where in which you have to enable the USB debugging and have to allow the USB transmission of files. Then you refresh it here and then you select your device. It will be here and then you will have to build. But this is a simple thing. For the player settings, I have already checked with you. So, and where you have to add the scene which you are creating. Now, now moving on with the scene. For the scene, we'll have to create a gaming scene where I have a ball and I am hitting it with two buttons. So for that, I'll create first a canvas, and for that creation, you have to go in the right hierarchy, right click, and there you can uh, see this canvas and event system. So create a canvas. Now our canvas is created, as you can see, it is here. Now in the canvas, I will create again the UI, a button. As you can see in the, I have enabled my phone aspects, so I can see this buttons here. Now just fixing everything a bit. I'll quickly fix my screen. Yes, so that it's visible. Yeah. Now for this button, I'll firstly name it as left button for easy understanding. Then I will increase the dimensions. I'll just do it quickly. Now, for the text part, I will firstly check the auto size. As you can see, it's auto sized. And then I'll change it to hit left. It's visible, right? I will maybe increase time and color. Yes, set it. Now I will change the color. Yes. Now, similarly, have to create a right button. I'll just do it quickly. As you can see, I have already created it. Now, moving ahead with it, I'll create a plane so that it's detectable. I'll just completely reset it. In the game screen, it is visible. I will change it may- maybe here a bit. I will increase its scale so that it is visible according to the screen size. Yes. Now, I'll put some color on it. Then ahead, I'll just create a ball again because of course we are dealing with a ball here. Now here I'll have to add some more things. I'll have to add this rigid body component so that it is stable and it doesn't, it has that physical properties. In the ball, firstly, I'll reset it. Just reset here. And increase its size a that's usable. I'll just quickly do it. So maybe I'll give some color to it. Also, I'm thinking of creating a wall to just, prevent it from falling. I'll yeah, that maybe wall right. This is okay. Yeah, you can name it as wall right. I'll place it over here. I'll in- and I'll increase the size. I'll quickly do it. As you can see, I have created two walls here so that the ball does not fall from both the sides whenever we hit it or left or right. So moving further, this is all we had for our canvas and everything. Now the scene is set up. Moving with the scripting part, for the ball, I have to create a script so that we can hit it right or left. Now I have been working on it, so I have few scripts saved, but I'll show you how to create a script. In in your asset panel, you can simply create a C sharp script. I'll name it as hit the ball, hit ball. Now, when you say it starts here, I'll quickly write the code. Now, by saving it, it's saved. So now in the ball, as in our objects, we have with the rigid body sphere collider, we add a component in which we add our hit ball script which we have added. Right. Now, moving on with the implementation, when you move to the left button, if you scroll down, you will see on click behavior. You have to add, and here's it's like no function object. In the object panel, you have to this ball object. And for the function, you can see the hit ball has appeared here. Hit left as we have generated the left function. Similarly, do everything for the same for the right hit. For the object part, here's an object, and for the function, hit ball, hit right. Save your scene. Now, if you see the ball is moving hit right, the ball moves right. Now, for implementing is this whole scenario in our phones, in our mobile Android devices. We have already seen the build settings. Now, I'm just going to make a few changes so that it looks more interesting. I'll just quickly do it. Now, as you can see, I have made some changes. Now, going to the file build settings, as I've said, we have to create on build. Now, I will save it as it's underscore APK and click on save. Save the scene and just let it happen. It will take some time. When you run it, it will run it here, but after the build settings have been restored, it will start running in the Android device. I'll just show.
Now as you can see, it has opened with Unity, made with Unity thing. Now I have made it in the landscape orientation, so I will change it to it. Now as you can see, it is able to run. You can hit the ball from left to right, and this is how we have made a simple hit ball game, you can say, with Unity. Thank you so much.